Yes. My workshop firstly, I'm going to do it in German and then in English.
You're gonna do it here on the island?
No, I will do it online.
Online. All right.
So a lot more people can access it. It's about the flow of life. It's going to be 3 workshops. It's like master classes. They are 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Every Sunday, 3 Sundays in a row, and you can choose which one you're going to participate. It starts with the first one is going to be how everything starts with the relationship to yourself. The second one is grow out from yourself, and the third one, pleasure. What is pleasure? So from that on, we continue to learn to go with the flow of life.
All right. So you said it's gonna be 3 master classes, and like, what does like one master class entail? Like, is one master class just like one workshop on one specific topic, or is it like a whole series of different like webinars or workshops?
You can participate.
Just start maybe like on the first one.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can choose like if you wanna participate on all of them, but each of them is one topic close by themselves also. So the first one is everything starts with the relationship to yourself. That's also the name of it. And yeah, so I think we are mostly not aware that we have mainly the main relationship to ourselves. From the beginning, when we are born, until the day we are leaving this earth, we're having us on the side. Every day, every moment, every situation. And a lot of people are even not aware of the inner communication they have to themselves, how they process things. I forget something. Did I beat up on myself, or do I say, okay, next time I know it better? Or how do I treat myself during the day? And am I very hard to myself? So this is already a first thing we're gonna cut on. We talk about these. We make some little exercise about this to smooth and to realize, because it's a lot of unconsciousness happening. And we will do also a little bit of unconsciousness work, so you can actually bring out these, that you can see very clear how is actually my behavior to myself. And then we will do some little exercises to get in touch. How can I smoothen the communication? How can I smoothen also the communication outside?
You mean smoothen the communication with myself?
Yes.
Yes.
Firstly,
okay.
with yourself, and secondly, with other people. So this is a part of it, of my relationship. Everything starts with the relationship to myself, and also to get to know what do you really want. So you get in touch with yourself, and you get questions to enter more into yourself, to get aware of what do you really want. And as more we get closer to our inner self and we know what we really want, we understand who we are, and we can go for what we need and what we want. So this is all about the relationship to ourselves. If you, for example, are with a partner, you're always happy to know what he wants and what he needs. So you can be in a smooth circle together. Also, you can express to him what you want and what you need. There is no misunderstandings. There is no blocked energy between you guys, because you can speak. But with yourself, sometimes the communication is not so clear, and you don't pay attention of what you want and what you need, because we all try often to please other people because we think we get something from them. Maybe attention, maybe nice actions, maybe good times, stuff like this. But we overstep ourselves in many, many cases. So if we start getting sensitive to our relationships, how do I feel inside? What do I need right now? Who is really me? What do I want? Who do I want to become? If we get clear on this and we feel this, we strengthen our relationship to ourselves. And also the big part is the communication to ourselves, because this is all going with the energy. Like when you talk to yourself, you can do it, yes, give it a try, no matter what, you at least to give it a try. You don't have to success everything, or you talk to yourself like, I need to go, I need to do this, it have to work. You feel it's already, one is really pushing energy and one is like, doesn't matter what happens, it's an experience. And our inner self communication shrink the whole experience or enlighten it. And this is a big part of the first masterclass, communication with ourselves and to feel and to know what we want and who we are.
So why do you think people have a bad communication with themselves? Why do you think there is a need for such a class? Because I agree, I definitely like think the same. Like there is a need for that, for those kind of workshops. And but why do you think? Why does this happen? Why cannot people communicate with themselves, or they don't really know who they are or what they want in life?
Mm. Such a good question. Yes, I feel it. So first of all, how can you, everything we do and express our life, we learned it somewhere. We saw someone is doing that and we adapted, or we learned it from our parents, or somehow we loaded up in our program. But it's not really common, not in school, not from our parents, because of all generations and society, that you always come back and check in with yourself. So, and also a lot of is based on success, and we have to give a lot. That because when we give, we think we get something. So, because of this, we are pushing ourselves a lot, and nobody really teach us and to say, "Hey, it's okay. How do you talk to yourself? Do you watch sometimes how you talk?" Like, I personally, I got never asked this question, Jenny. Are you pushing yourself? Like, do it, or do you smooth in yourself? And I think this is a big thing why people don't are even aware of the communication of that. And I think it's a big need, and also you can see the way how people acting in their life and how they are relaxed, because when you talk to yourself in a way where you love yourself, you're gentle and building up a good relationship to yourself, what actually happens is self-love. And you can see people who love themselves, you can see the energy is like, they are attracting, they are
You can feel
proud,
it
you
as
can
well.
feel it. Yes, perfect, you feel it. They can enter the room and they're like radiating, and everybody, oh, who is this person? Just hi, because you feel this comfort, the self-love, and we all can have that. We all can enter it, but they love themselves. So what do you think? How they speak to themselves? They speak like the best friend, like the goddess inside or the god they are, and this is not we're not used to. And so I think there is a big need, and I can feel and see it because we can feel it. How people in the body language, how they act to other people, how they act on things. You can see how it is the communication with themselves already.
But where do you see that the most? Do you also see that here on the island a lot, or is it like more a thing of the like Western, the so-called Western world? Or do you think it's like all around the globe, also like in Asia, South America?
Mm, yeah. Um, Well, this country, especially Thailand, is a very Buddhism-based country. So they have a lot of different beliefs and programs running while they're growing up. Different things are more important for them than others. For example, speaking the truth, being nice, karma is a big thing, which they're growing up already as a kid. So there are a bit of other things aware. Here is a need too. I have very beautiful friends in Phuket, and I see the conversation with them too about money, about love. They're not allowing things, and I would go say, especially on this island, this is a very huge self-development island. Everybody try to enter them deep themselves and get to know themselves and love themselves. So it's a process here going on already. So it's a topic. A lot of programs and workshops you do enter also this place of self-communication. In Western places, I would say it's not that common. Especially there's a need, I think. There's huge desire that people want to experience more love, more ease, more magic, and this starts, and this is the main thing. How do you treat yourself? So yeah, Switzerland, Germany, Austria, in some parts of Spain for sure. I feel this. Yeah.
That's the beauty of the internet. You can offer your workshop from here, right, to like the German-speaking people
Yeah.
who are like wherever on the world. And yeah, like if I understood it correctly, you're gonna do the workshop online, but like based here in Copenhagen.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right. Good. So yeah, that was the first masterclass. So what was the topic of the second again?
Grow out from your old skin.
Grow out from your old skin.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like a snake to lose your old skin. Um, so we have these programs are running, and to understand that they actually form our life. Um, I started step before. When we're born and enter this world, we are like a computer who has no software, nothing. And the first 6 years when we are living, we're downloading. We're downloading from our parents, we're downloading from the teachers, from our environment, our friends, how to behave, how to act on things, how to get things, what makes me pleasure, how do they do this, so that we can survive in this world. This is a natural thing. From the sixth to the seventh age, we're building our like the unconsciousness separates and the subconsciousness. Sorry, a different way around. The subconsciousness is alone until the seventh year, and then it separates, and the consciousness mind is born. And from there on, all the programs which are downloaded until this time is like saved memory, and until then we're adding things like habits and all of that. So, and because we're living through our life and experience all these things, we're sometimes not aware of these programs which we have. We put them like in this glass, bad, good, and
Programs, you call them?
I
Like
call them programs.
yeah, could you like give an example of what is like a program or like a bad program?
For example, actually are very common also. Maybe one of the parents is busy while I'm a kid, and I really want to have attention from my parents. And maybe my mom is at home, but is busy with other things, and my dad is never at home. And I always want to have a good relationship to my dad. I'm like happy when he's coming home. For example. So I'm reaching for love, and I try to get attention from my dad as soon he's available. So I'm setting up a program. When he's coming, I need to be nice. I need to do things. I need to get loud. Somehow, everybody set up different. Like I need to be super nice. I need to be this good girl or this good boy. I need maybe to be very loud and he see me and give me attention, so that I get his awareness. You know, when you're aware on someone, you focus energy, and energy arrives.
So and then you mean like you download that principle, you know, like if someone comes and I want love from this specific person, then I behave in this certain way.
Yes.
Okay.
So for example, I have this now downloaded with my dad, and I go now in live, and I have like this program downloaded, which I'm not really aware of, that I have to make myself seen for men, and have to be loud, for example, or I have to be super nice, that they want to have me in their lives. Or there can be other examples like when I did something not so good as a kid, and someone starts screaming, I'm very afraid and running away. So maybe when I did not something good during my life, I had this program, I'm quickly kind of running away of these situations, don't deal with them properly. So we set a lot of things, and we're not really aware of them. And how can we change them if we're not really aware of them? So to understand that we have these programs, but they are just programs, and there's always possible to change them in any age and any place, and you can choose who do you want to become. And
I think first you have to like recognize it, that you have those programs, and I think maybe they are like you said it, like on a subconscious level maybe, and that some of those programs you're not even aware of that you have them. like that you always behave in a certain way, and that like some of those principles are really locked inside you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is maybe also what a part of it is it about, that you actually just find out like who you are and like how you behave in certain
Hmm.
situations. Yeah.
This in this workshop we don't go or in this masterclass we don't go like we don't scan all your beliefs which you grow up,
Mhm.
because there is good, there is bad, and some serve you and some not, and you can only get to know this by experience life. So this is not possible in one masterclass. It should be continuously masterclass through the whole rest of your life to scan them and change them. But the point of the masterclass, grow out of your old skin, is if you choose who you want to become, how do you want to live your life, you focus on the energy, and you will already see what kind of programs or habits is not serving you to become this person you actually want to become. So we will face that and see that how the change is actually possible and how you just can maybe drop a layer. It's of course not done by one thing, by one workshop,
Yeah.
but the awareness is created. The first layer is dropped, and it's every investment of self development. Any workshop you do is not just to do it and you're gonna change. It's always the information you get and what you're gonna take for your life. This is teachings. This is knowledge. It's always your decision what you're gonna do with that. So we work on that and we see it and we transform in the most best way it is possible. And then it's of course daily your decision again. Who do you want to become and want to live? Yes, that's the second base.
All right. So like getting rid of some parts of the old skin, or like for the like of the entire old skin for that matter.
It's
Okay.
creation of
Yeah.
awareness. Yes.
Okay. Good. So then what's the last part all about?
The last masterclass
Yeah.
is pleasure. And what
Pleasure.
is pleasure?
What is pleasure? Like yeah, what is pleasure? That's a good question. I think maybe people nowadays often mix it up, what pleasure really is, with maybe like, I don't know, maybe with like addictions, or maybe they think that certain things make them happy, or that they can encounter pleasure with specific activities, but in fact they don't. Okay, so yeah, if you could like elaborate on that a little.
You already mentioned that we kind of creating addictions to this, but mm, so it's a mixed up field on that. There's we are living in a pretty high consume based society. From the phones which we are consuming in all this impact, through the food which we are consuming, all the cigarettes, drugs, alcohols, all these things which are feeling nice. We consume and we mix this up also with pleasure. Actually, um, this makes us a little bit numb also. But yeah, pleasure, our body have everything that you need to experience full pleasure. For example, our senses. Our senses, the most beneficial gift is that we are as a human can have, because only everything what we just counted on consuming and experience this by having pleasure is only also possible to receive by your senses. But for example, sometimes just to close your eyes and touch your skin, just to feel how your lips feeling or your ears. This is sense of feeling is so intense, but we are not sensitive to it anymore. We overlaying it with other experience or with our eyes. Like we use a lot of our eyes and we trust our eyes, everything. Like we don't close and don't feel anymore. So this feeling of touching and touching yourself to get to know what I actually like. How do I like to be touched? What do I don't like? How do you know if you don't explore? You can not know. Same with seeing. What do I like to see? Pay attention to the things. What I really don't like to see. What smell do I really, really like? Close your eyes, go into this, enjoy it fully because you have that sense. Um, we are not using them so aware, so they get none. They need a lot of stimulation, penetration, our senses. That's why the overconsume come. But to understand that we are full orgasmic by our senses already is, yeah, enriching your life a lot. So if you know personally what do you want, what do I like, what I don't like, then you center yourself and then you learn how to ask for it, what you really like. And then life is magic because you know what you want, you know how to ask for, and then you go for it.
So would you say that maybe by the way we are living, or like many people are living their lives, they are neglecting their their senses by overstimulating them? Could you say it like this?
A lot,
Yeah,
a lot.
a
I'm
lot.
agree, yes.
And by a consumption of yeah, like of everything, right? Like drugs, alcohol, and yeah, some sort like all sort of activities.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just okay to take once in, like, I'm just saying it for me, it's okay to take once in a while a drug or enjoy one in a while wine and beer. It's also pleasure, just having this feeling, you know, but there's no awareness of it. This over consuming makes us numb. And the thing is also the same. That's why the master classes came before to build up on this awareness. We're having these programs running. We not get used to. Generation by generation have different needs at that time. So, but we are in a new time right now, and we can make this awareness right now very sensitive to how does our senses feel. How is this working for me? What do I need right now? We are in such a rich time right now. We don't have to fix things like other generation before of us. We can actually focus on self-development. We can actually focus on growing. So start with your body. What can your body actually feel? Because everything what you feel during the day is in your body. So use your senses. They are just translation anything, anywhere, anyway. They are translator of vibration, all of it. If you don't see, you don't know what's going on in this vibration. If you don't feel, you don't know what's going on in this field of vibration. Smell, taste, hear, but also they are pleasure, pure pleasure, and we can stimulate it. As more we use them, they get sensitive, and as more sensitive they are, you can feel like I feel the wind, and you have so much pleasure by just feeling the wind because everything of your skin is just so active and sensitive. You don't need at this moment anything else because you're full with the wind and you can feel it. Your whole skin is with you.
But I think it might also be connected to having like a clear mind, to like get rid of like overthinking, because maybe like you can enjoy the simple things in life, like the wind or like when you go on the ocean, the water. But if you're constantly thinking all the time about your worries, about like your duties, like who you have to call, then yeah, I think that can that alleviates like the effect maybe. So I think it's like very, very important to be open about it and to have like a clear mind as well for this.
But
So
when
it
you,
sounds like you the way you described it sounds like it's some sort of like if you really rediscover your senses. I just describe it like this: if you rediscover your senses, you do it in some sort of like a meditating way.
mm,
You know, it sounds like this, but I might be wrong.
the thing, yes, I'm agree what you're saying. Of course, when you're with your head somewhere else, you can't be here. But when you are here, you can't be with yourself with your head somewhere else. That's the opposite of the thing. And and now we all know our monkey minds.
Yeah.
It's also a muscle we can train. It's a decision, but that's really the amazing thing with pleasure and this our senses. Because when you decide right now to hold this glass and to feel this glass, you're at the moment right now here with all your awareness of this feeling you're having right now. When you decide, oh, oof, I feel the wind, you can't be with your thoughts in Germany because you're feeling the wind right now. Um, we all say, oh, meditation is not we all say, but some say we meditation is so hard. I have to still my mind, but sometimes I have this monkey mind. My thoughts jump around. That's the amazing thing by our senses. You don't have to practice and train them. You make the decision. You are aware right now. I'm going in the water and I feel the water because I choose to right now go into my senses of feeling. I take a piece of chocolate cake, I close my eyes, and I choose to feel this. So you cannot be sad about anything and feel full the chocolate. There's a cut happening in our minds. I'm full of the chocolate. You can swallow the chocolate and be sad again, but you cannot do these things in the same time. You cannot be happy or aware at something and angry and sad at something in the same time. It's not possible for our body and our mind. So it's actually a really cool thing to train here and now, awareness and momentum through your pleasure of the senses. Perfect training.
And it's all already there, right? You say
Yes.
like everybody is capable of
Yes.
doing it.
Everybody is capable
Yeah.
of it. It's there. We have everything. Sorry. We have everything to be there here, full enriched. In every moment, in every second, we can be full on with everything. It's because this is our gifts. We choose to come here in this body, and this body gives us the opportunity in this world to experience this. But we have to choose to. It's everything there. Maybe none because we don't use it, but we can choose to activate.
And it's a choice of every single person, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
It's every single person's choice to have most magical life they want to, because everybody can. If they're saying things of, I came from this family, I don't have this money, I come from this country, all excuses. I don't put down anything. It might be hard, any experience, but from now on, this red hot minute, this momentum, you can choose. What life do I want to live? This old story happened back. This your creation.
All right. Well, I think that's a good closing, a good last word. So, yeah. Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much.